Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to have you back today for another reading. I hope that everybody had an amazing weekend. So for today's reading, we're going to be talking about what makes you such a badass, okay? So we have three piles to choose from. We have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Please feel free to choose any pile that you feel most drawn to, and then you can skip to the timestamps which are in the description, and I hope to see you guys at your reading. Hello my beautiful pile number 1. If you guys chose this pile, then this is going to be your reading on what makes you such a badass. Okay, pile number 1, so with you, I'm getting a very fast energy, honestly. Like, I keep getting so many messages with you. It's like I'm hearing that some of you are very well read, maybe some of you speak fast because I'm getting like just so many messages. But I'm getting with you, pile number 1, what makes you such a badass is really your bright, positive energy. It's like you're like this little ball of sunshine I'm hearing, and people always feel so positive when they're around you. I'm also hearing like you're the life of the party, or you always make people laugh, you always make people feel better. Overall, I really feel like you carry such a positive energy into the room. And it's like you're so free. I'm hearing like you're so like easygoing, and just you're a really beautiful and positive energy from your pile number 1 here that I'm getting. But I also want to take a look at your other two cards from this deck before I get into your reading. So you also have expectations. Don't seek anyone's approval. Okay. And you also have thorns. Weave together the crown you deserve. Pile number 1, I'm hearing that um you don't mind being different. I'm hearing for some reason. It's like you don't mind being the rebel, you don't mind doing things differently, or like being the weirdo is what I'm hearing. There's nothing bad with that, but you guys are really like, you guys really embrace it. Like, you really embrace your weird side is what I'm hearing. Some of you might have like very weird or interesting like hobbies, or you might like to read certain kind of genre of books, or watch movies, or listen to different kind of music here. But there's like this quirky side to you, like this little bit of like a weird side that people adore. I feel like you're really authentic, pal number 1. It's like you're just who you are, and you don't really expect people to approve of you, right? You're just literally living your best life is what I'm getting here, but you're so positive that people just feel like they love you, they really look up to you, and I really feel like you bring a sense of nourishment to the people around you, and you're always the one to hype them up, to make them feel better, make them feel more confident. Pal number 1, I'm getting like such beautiful energy here from you. But I want to take a look at your tarot cards now, and let's see more about what makes you such a badass. Okay, so for your first tarot card, you have the Page of Wands. Okay, so again, you're not afraid to be different. You're not afraid to stand out from other people. You also have the Seven of Swords. You have the Nine of Wands. Wow, the sun card. So as I said, it's like you have this beautiful, you're like the little ball of sunshine. Here's what I'm getting. And for your last tarot card, you have Judgment. Yeah, okay, I feel like pile number 1, you're accepting of everyone, right? I feel like with you, pile number 1, I'm getting that in your past, there was a period where you really felt like you didn't belong anywhere, and um, you might have received like criticism from other people, and it was hard for you to feel accepted and appreciated by other people. And I feel like in the past you were kind of like looking back and like kind of searching for approval from other people. Maybe like you were kind of trying to fit in, here is what I'm getting. You were trying to figure out, how do I make myself like other people, how do I make people like me, you know? But I feel like after a while you kind of realize and start embracing your quirky side and your weird side, and um, that's when people started to like you. I feel like pile number one, it's like now you have attracted the right people in your life. There is no longer that feeling of I'm not accepted, I don't belong anywhere here with the sun. I feel like there was like kind of like a renewal in your life with your friends. Maybe you transitioned friend groups, right? But I feel like now you are a person who doesn't judge people, who is very open minded, who is accepting of everyone, wants to make everybody feel welcomed. And again, you like to support people, right? You like to hype them up, be their number one fan, because I feel like in the past, you know what it feels like to not feel accepted and to feel abandoned by people, is what I'm getting here. But also you're like, again, you're not afraid to try different things, you're very open-minded. With this page of wands, I'm getting a lot of you're very creative. Like, I'm getting that you have a very interesting way of dressing. It's like you're very unique, right? And that's because you are embracing yourself, you are embracing who you truly are inside, who your soul wants to be. And you guys don't fake anything, I'm hearing. Like, you don't um compress who you truly are. And I feel like that's why people appreciate you so much. And I feel like there's a lot of people who look up to you and they want to have that confidence of just purely being themselves and not seeking attention from other people, okay? I feel like it was a journey for you, plan number one, but you are there now, right? Before maybe you weren't. Before maybe you were feeling like there's people talking behind your back and people gossiping about you, judging you constantly. You didn't feel accepted or appreciated. And it's like you tried to fit in with the popular kids, but they kept like shooing you away, I'm hearing, or just talking behind your back. But I feel like you guys now have created your own sense of community because you have finally accepted who you are. And again, you're the type of a person who embraces who they are and loves it, right? I really feel like you guys love yourself to the fullest here, and you're not afraid to show it as well. For your next card, you guys have open your heart. So again, I really feel like you guys have such an open heart and you're welcoming to anyone, to anybody who feels left out, to anybody who um needs a sense of direction, right? And needs to be feel appreciated and protected. I feel like you guys are always there to make people feel welcomed, make them feel loved, and you want just people to feel comfortable and happy and not go through the same thing that you went through, is what I'm hearing here. And you also have make a decision here. Look at this woman. She's so beautiful. And I'm getting like there's so many different aspects to you, pile number one. It's like you have so many things going on about you. I feel like you're such an interesting person. Like you're the person who, like, for me, I can like talk to for hours and hours and like not realize that the time has passed by, because I feel like you just have so many interesting things going on about you. I mean, there's so many things going on in this card, and many people and animals are staring at this woman. So again, I feel like you have kind of like a wow factor. Like you have many hobbies. Again, I'm getting like you're really well read, you're really good with your words. You just bring a presence, right? When you walk into a room, it's just like a sunshine and positivity. I feel like you guys have a very bright and amazing aura here. Overall, I really feel like you're a very positive person, and you always try to make a situation more positive here. And there's many interesting things about you. It's like you have so many interesting things, and it's kind of the energy you can talk about yourself for days and days and people won't get bored because there's just so much to you, pile number one. And again, you might be like very fast spoken, or just in general. In the beginning, I was picking up there's many things going on about you because I was just getting so many messages like they're this, they're that, they're, that your spirit guides were telling me. So it's like you have so many things going on about you, pile number one. You're a very interesting person, I feel like. I would love to be your friend. Okay, for your next card, you have Flower Spirit. So again, you have a very positive, very nurturing, very bright spirit, very bright presence here, which is really beautiful. And again, wow, we have the 10, and then the 11. So 1111 might be significant to you. You might have been seeing that number a lot, so that could be confirmation. But again, I just feel like in general, you guys are just like people just kind of want to hug you and don't let go of you because they just feel so positive and welcomed where when they're around you, pal number one. You really have such a beautiful and positive energy. I love it. And you also have Sea Witch. Okay. So again, you're very different. There's something about your appearance. Like I'm getting you really dressed into a lot of colors. You like colors, I'm hearing. Like you're very creative, you're very expressive, I feel like. Some of you could have like a fashion Instagram blog or something like that, or like you could be doing something here with fashion. I feel like your fashion is very expressive. Like you have a very colorful, very different way of dressing. There's something about your appearance that's also very different, your personality, like you're overall just very, how do I say this? Like you're very interesting to look at and to talk to, pal number one. You're just very different, right? In the best way possible. Okay. You also have wisdom. So again, you're like the full package, I want to say. Like you are fun, you are very inviting, you're very interesting, and you're also very smart. You're also very healing. You're also very wise. I feel like you have experienced a lot of ups and downs during your like childhood or teenage years, maybe in high school. You felt like you were kind of like the outcast, but I feel like now you have found like again a sense of ground for yourself, and you have embraced yourself, and you don't feel lost anymore in any way. I feel like you're a very wise person, pal number one. I see that you're really good at giving advice. You're just very good at, again, making people feel welcomed and like they belong, like they have a sense of community here. You also have Gaia here, which again, you bring a lot of healing to people's lives. You just make them feel so like healed and happy and such a beautiful energy, pal number one. And you have rescue. So again, it's like you like to help people, you like to like if you feel like they feel kind of lost, or like you're the type of a person, do you know what example I want to give here? Like you're the type of a person, if you see a person sitting alone at the lunch table, you're the one to go up to them and ask them to join with you and your friends, or sit next to them and start talking to them. You know, you're the one to reach out to people who might seem uncomfortable, or like they feel kind of like an outcast. You're the type to reach out to them and want to help them, want to be there for them, because I feel like you resonate with those kind of people because of your past, is what I'm getting here. I feel like there was a sense of you in the past where you felt like the outcast, but now you're not again. Now you have found yourself, you have grounded yourself, and you love communicating and connecting with people like that, because you see your young self in them, and it's like you kind of want to help them, right? Like that's an energy here that I'm getting with you. But let's take a look at your last two cards here, pile number one. You have here, I act respectfully of others. So again, you're very kind to people. That's a one of the main messages here that I'm getting with you, pal number one. You're very kind and inviting to other people, and you really want to make them feel welcomed. You really want to give them like a sense of community, I want to say. Like if people feel like they don't belong anywhere, you're the type to invite them to your community, is what I'm getting. You're very generous, you're very giving again. And there is so many interesting aspects to you, pal number one. Let's take a look at your last card here. Here we have, I listen to opposing opinions. So again, you're very open-minded, right? You always want to hear what also other people want to say. You want to hear the other side of the story and not make a judgment so fast, pal number one. I really feel like you're very fair. You seek justice because of your past. I'm mainly getting here. There's something with your past that has made you who you are today, right? And I really feel like you have truly embraced your weirdest sides, and that has become your biggest strength here, pile number one. I love your reading so much, such a positive energy coming from you. I just want to tell you that you literally feel like a ball of sunshine, and I love it so much. I feel so energized right now and so happy. So I love this for you guys. I hope that this reading resonated with you. If it did, then please leave a like and a comment, and I hope to see you guys in my next reading. Bye, guys. Hello, my beautiful pile number two. If you guys chose this pile, then this is going to be a reading on what makes you such a badass. Okay, pile number two. So you chose this card, which says here, "Evil Queen, you deserve sugar, not salt." And it's very interesting. The first energy that I picked up about you is that people in the beginning might find you like a little bit cold, or even maybe maybe you have like this look or this first impression. Maybe it's because the way you look or you're dressed, but again, I feel like people have a first impression of you that you might be a little bit cold, or um maybe not. I don't want to say like you're not welcoming, but you kind of have that little like they might feel a little bit intimidated by you, as I want to say what I want to say. But I feel like once people get to know you, you're actually so sweet and so kind. I feel like it's just the way that you dress or the way that you look, it might be a little bit intimidating. It's what I'm seeing here with these nails. They kind of look dangerous, and they look kind of like intimidating, right? Very sharp. But then inside you're like so sweet and so kind, right? You're like sugar. So really interesting energy here that I'm picking up. But I want to take a look at your other two cards from this deck before I begin with your reading. So you also have Clover, release your guilt. Okay, and you have Gray, endings are inevitable. With this Gray, do you know, like when I was channeling your energy at the beginning, I heard dark clothes, but I was like, should I mention it or not? Um, so again, I feel like a lot of you kind of have a very um you have a very intimidating look about you. So again, you might be dressing in like gray or black colors, or just you have like this dark aesthetic. Maybe your aesthetic is more like sexy and like kind of edgy. So I feel like that's why people might find you a little bit intimidating in the beginning. But I really feel like inside you are so sweet and you're so kind, and um, you're not like what you look, is what I'm getting. And here with Clover, release your guilt, I feel like a lot of you have a very small community of people that you keep in touch with. I really feel like you mostly like to keep to yourself, though. Maybe you are um kind of at a place right now where you also might not trust people the most, I feel like, because I am getting that there's with this like endings are inevitable. Maybe you feel a little bit hurt, and you're kind of going through like a healing period still from people that were previously in your life that maybe weren't didn't turn out to be the best people. So I'm getting that some of you either like have a very small community of friends right now, or you're kind of transitioning between friend groups, or you're like spending more time alone, you're enjoying more time alone, and maybe there's like one specific person that you like to hang out with, right? But I feel like overall you are a bit more closed off, and it is hard to get to you, but you're not mean or evil in any way. You're actually very kind and sweet. I just feel like you have your guard up right now because of some past experiences with other people here. Pile number one, pile number two is what I'm picking up. But let's take a look at your tarot cards and see more about what makes you such a badass, okay? I'm hearing also traveler. A lot of you could be traveling. Wow, we have the Five of Swords, so this just confirms about what I just said. Really interesting here. I'm so excited to get into your reading. You also have the King of Cups. You have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. You have the World, and I said traveler, and you guys have the World. Wow. And you have for your last card the Queen of Cups. Wow, so you have the King and the Queen of Cups. These cards confirm so many things that I said previously here upon number two. So first, let's begin here. Five of Swords, somebody has definitely hurt you in your past. And I really feel like this was someone maybe like a really close friend to you. Okay, it's like somebody did something behind your back that now you kind of have trust issues with people. I really feel that. And you're kind of going through like the healing period right now. And maybe you have been going for a while, but I really feel like you guys are still like healing and you're still learning to trust other people and to I feel like you are hopeful that there is good people in the world, but I just feel like right now you still have your guard up and you're still like very careful of who you talk to, who you hang out with. It's like you don't want to give your energy to just anyone. Here is what I'm getting. But again, with the Queen of Cups and King of Cups, I really feel you guys have a really good heart. It's just about you don't want to show it to the world and you don't want to show it to other people because you don't want to get hurt again, is what I'm hearing, okay? So it's not that you guys don't have a, you're not kind and you're not nice. It's that you might just not show it and offer it to everyone because you're afraid of, again, being backstabbed again. With this Five of Wands, I really feel like this was a really close friend of yours, okay? It might be related to love for some of you, but I feel like for a lot of you, this will be related to like some kind of a friend that really, it's like you they lied to you or like um they just did something behind your back that really left you hurt, okay? But I'm also like getting that you guys are very fashionable. Like you have such a, pile number one was like also very fashionable, but I feel like they loved colorful clothes and expressing themselves with clothing. I feel like for you, you kind of have like that. What I'm getting in my head is like the Parisian aesthetic, like you, like very old money with these fur coats. It's like you guys have a very, kind of like you like to dress very elegant, very classy, but also kind of sexy. Like that's an image that I'm getting here with you. Um, you're very fashionable. I feel like you might enjoy like high designer brands and I'm getting kind of like Chanel type of look. Okay, that's kind of the image that I'm getting here, but that can be just for like small percentage of you. Um but again, I feel like right now at this moment in your life, you're more focused on your career and on making money and traveling and finding who you are, finding um learning about yourself, right? And I feel like you guys are enjoying this time alone. You feel very at peace right now. It's like nobody is here to disturb you. You're just enjoying your time. You're enjoying your wealth. I'm hearing you're enjoying your money and you're enjoying your career. Um, but again, I feel like you guys have a very kind heart. It's just that you don't show it to just anyone. Here is what I'm getting. Let's take a look at your oracle cards now and get more information here about you. So you also have bountiful harvest. Pile number two. I really feel like you lately, I'm hearing like rich aunt. It's like you have that aesthetic, like a rich aunt. It doesn't really matter like the gender, but you kind of have like that single rich person aesthetic, and that like everybody wants to be, right? We see those videos on Instagram. I really feel like there is going to be a lot of money actually coming into your life because I do feel like here with the Ace of Pentacles, like you have been really focusing your time and efforts in your career, um, because you have been hurt in the past. It's kind of like the energy when you go through a breakup and then you kind of want to work on yourself, so you go to the gym, you eat really healthy, and then you have this glow up. I feel like that's what's going to happen here with you, pile number two. You're going to receive a lot in the area where you have put your most focus into, and I feel like for most of you that will be in your career. So I feel like there will be a lot of harvest, a lot of rewards coming within your career life. Here upon number two is what I'm getting. It's like you're getting very wealthy again. I said that you like to enjoy expensive things and money, so I feel like some of you might be coming across a lot of wealth or you are already pretty wealthy. Here's what I'm getting. And you also have pause. Okay, so I feel like for a while you really put pause on your relationships and you really went to focus on your career. Here is what I'm seeing. It's like you disappeared from the world. Maybe you like kind of just blocked all your friends. You stopped talking to all of your friends and you went to work on yourself, went to work on your career. Here's what I'm getting, pile number two. And I really feel like you're kind of ready, or you're starting to warm up to the idea of showing up to the world again. It's like you're ready to reveal what you did. It's like you went away for a short time and now you're coming back and you have so many things, like you're so successful and you have this going on in your career and you have that going on, and people are just like, what happened to you? I really feel like you have experienced here some kind of glow up, and this is um, it all began when you were hurt by some person, and then you went on to focus on yourself. Maybe you went traveling, you went to see the world, discover who you are, and now you're coming back as this like very glowed up, rich and wealthy person. I love your energy. Pile number two is so amazing, so confident as well. Okay, you have also House of Flowers here. And for your next card, you have Pure Nature. So again, you have this like mysterious, dark aesthetic about you. Very sensual, very sexy as well, I really feel like. Um, but it's like you guys, I feel like a lot of you have really built up some kind of stability in your life with this house here. It's like you're again, you have been working on many things in secret, and now it's going to be shown to the world. I really feel like you have been building up, working on something in secret. It's like you went again, it's like the energy like you disappeared from the world and you went to work on something, you went to work on yourself or your career, and now it's like it's getting so big to the point where you can't hide it anymore. I really feel like you're a polymer too. It's like you have to show yourself to the world now because you can't hide it anymore. It's like it has, I feel like this is you with the leaf trying to cover it, but it's just blooming so much, right? There's so much growth happening with you, so much harvest that you can't hide it anymore. Um, it's like I'm hearing whether you like it or not, you're gonna be presented to the world, and um, because you guys have achieved so many things, it's like you can't hide it anymore. You can't pretend like you're this naive person anymore, which I feel like some of you have been really like secretly doing something here. And again, it's like getting so big to the point where you just can't hide it anymore. Like it's going to be shown to the world here, especially with this world here. Like I feel like the people in the past who hurt you are now going to be seeing your success. That's what I'm getting here with you, pal number two. Wow, you have like such a villain arc energy. Yeah, that was exactly what I was picking up with you. It's like you have that villain arc energy. Like somebody hurt you, and now you're just boom. I'm so successful, right? They hurt you. You were gone for like 2 years, and now you're like boom. Look at me. Look at what I did, right? And there's people like from your past calling you again. The Five of Swords could also represent people from our past coming back, and now there's like people like your old friends are coming back and they want to reconnect with you because they see your success, right? I feel like you really are accumulating some kind of wealth here upon number two. Really interesting. For your wow, yeah, for your next card you have treasure. You're definitely like pile number two, you're coming across some big success here is what I'm getting, okay? It's like going to be so big again with the star and the treasure. It's like you're coming across a lot of wealth, a lot of money, a lot of success here. And you also have family. Okay, pile number two, I really feel like this is going to be a point where there's going to be a lot of things, like a lot of reaping for you here with family. And I'm noticing this pregnant lady. It's like everything that you have been working on, it's about to start paying off. And again, this is going to be really big. Like I am getting like really, really big energy here. And it's again to the point where you're going to have to show it to the world. You can't hide it anymore because it's just so visible. Let's take a look at your last two cards now. You have here, I consume only my fair share. Wow, pile number two. I really feel like here I'm getting like such a mysterious energy with you. It's like you're, how do I explain this? I consume only my fair share. It's like you're very kind, I'm getting, but as long as people are kind to you, right? And it's like if somebody's gonna be mean to you and rude to you, you're surely gonna like reflect um their like attitude, right? It's like you're the type of a person, you give what you get from other people. So if like other people are gonna respect you, you're the type to respect them back. And you're also like very fair in the sense of like you get you only consume your fair share, right? It's like what's yours, you take it and you don't touch other people's things. You're not greedy, I'm getting. It's like you're very fair in that type of way, okay? And for your last card you have here, I remain in balance with my emotions. So I really feel like pile number two, there's again that energy of like you might appear very cold because you have your guard up, like you're very good at controlling your emotions. And when people first see you, they find you extremely intimidating because you might come across a bit cold, and also like if you, it's like the way that you dress and the way that you present yourself, it's very prestigious is what I'm getting. And I feel like that's why people kind of feel a little bit intimidated by you. And again, if they were to get to know you, they would find out that you're so sweet. But I also get that it's kind of hard because you do have your guard up, okay? But again, it's like you're very fair and you really treat people with the same treatment that you guys receive. But I have a really big message here for you is that whatever you have been working on in secret, it's about to be shown to the world because it can no longer be hidden because it's going to be so big here, pile number two, okay? Really beautiful energy. Like you really have like such a villain arc era is what I'm getting here with you, which is so interesting. I loved your reading, okay? So fun here. You're just like so confident, you're coming up so strong here. So I love this for you, pal number two. I hope that this resonated for you. If it didn't, please leave a like and a comment, and I hope to see you guys in my next reading. Bye guys. Hello, my beautiful pile number three. If you guys chose this pile, then this is going to be a reading on what makes you such a badass. Okay, pile number three. So you chose this card here, which says Throne. Your potential is endless. So the message that I'm getting here with you, pal number three, is that you are a person of many talents, and you're the type of a person who, whatever you want to do, you go after it and then you do it. Like you're the type of person who can achieve anything they put their mind to. It's like you want to do this, you go after it and you do it, right? It's like you have just so many talents and you have so many things that you're good at as well, as what I'm getting. It's like you're also really fast at learning here, okay? It's also what I'm picking up. Um, and I also heard it's like you're meant to build an empire, or you have already achieved like some kind of big success in your life, and you're kind of leveling up now. You're moving on to more. But I'm hearing that this pile here, you're really meant to achieve really big success in life because you are so driven and you're so like dedicated, and you again you're so talented and everything. It's like you, whatever you want to do, you can turn it into gold. I'm hearing like you have so much potential here with pile number three. But I want to take a look at your other two cards from this deck before I get into your reading. So you also have Protest, Start a Revolution. Yeah, it's like you're meant to like build some kind of empire. Wow. And you also have, guys, you have Mural, be your own first priority. And we have here the castle, another castle, and you're sitting at the castle throne. Wow, pile number three. So you're like really meant to achieve again big, big, big success. Wow, really interesting message here that I'm getting. Let me begin here. It's like with you, pile number three, ever since you were a child, it's like you kept seeing yourself living this lavish life and doing like this high position type of job. It's like, everybody's gonna have different dreams, but I really feel like you guys are going to do something in your life that you have wanted to do since you were a child. And here I want to say it's like you know, when we're children and we get asked, oh, what do you want to do when you grow up, you just say like the most craziest things, like, you know, oh, I want to be famous, or I want to be an astronaut, or I want to be this, I want to be that. And then as we get older and older, we get programmed into thinking that we can't do that for some reason, right? But I feel like here with you, pal number three, it's like that never happened with you. Like even if people try to tell you like, oh, you can't do that, like be more realistic, be more serious. I feel like with you, pal number three, you just really stayed dedicated to what you wanted to do since you were a child. Like you really had a lot of trust in your passion and that you can make it happen. And that's why I feel like you guys have really big dreams and you're meant to like build an empire. You're meant to really have this big goal and be at the center of attention, you know? You have like, it's kind of the energy, wow, this is so beautiful. Like you were a child and this castle was just in your dreams. It was just in your journal or your drawings. And then you're slowly on the way, and then you're here, you're at the castle, like the castle is in front of you, it's in your reality now, right? It's like so beautiful. So I feel like for you, pal number three, what makes you such a badass is that you are going to achieve whatever your dream was since you were a kid. Wow. Beautiful energy here with you, pal number three. Let's take a look at your tarot cards now. So you have here the Page of Swords. Again, you're really good at learning. You're really good at picking up new skills here. And I feel like that's what's going to lead you to like this dream here. Wow, you have the Nine of Pentacles. I love your energy, pile number three. You also have the Eight of Swords. Okay. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. You have the Four of Pentacles. And for your last tarot card, you guys have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So you're definitely meant to have some kind of big fortune, big abundance here in your life, especially with the Nine of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. But here's what I want to say about you, pal number three. Page of Swords, you're really good at picking up new skills. You're really good at learning. Again, if you want to do something, you're just kind of like, okay, how can I start, right? You're not afraid of starting from zero or being a beginner here. Like you're really open to learning, and you kind of know that it's a necessary step in order to be successful at something. And really feel like again, that energy that I was coming up, that I was saying about you, with you not letting yourself be influenced by people telling you you can't do what you want to do. It's like again with the Eight of Swords, like your whole life you have been blocking out what other people have been saying to you, or what have like the haters been saying to you, right? It's like you guys kept your dream, your wish protected to yourself, and you always knew that you couldn't do it. And let me tell you, you're also a very hard worker, you know, but you're also very fortunate, okay? I feel like pile number three, many of you have really huge dreams, and you have the dedication and the discipline and the hard work to achieve it, but you're also very fortunate, okay? You also have a lot of luck, and I want to say we're all lucky people, you know, but just some of us get, you know, that reprogrammed into thinking that we're not for some reason. But I really feel like you guys were very successful at blocking out like that programming happening to you, that those thoughts being um like thrown at you. I really feel like you're really good at blocking that out, and as a result of that, you're going to be very abundant, very wealthy in your life. Like you're going to be a very successful person here is what I'm getting. You're definitely on your way to build some kind of empire and really like make your childhood dream happen. Here's what I'm getting for you, pile number three. Let's take a look at your other cards now. Okay, you also have amplify your positive emotions. So again, pile number three, you're really good at like your the way you're programmed, the way you have programmed your thoughts. It's so that you amplify like every good thing in your life. Like you're, I feel like you're the type of a person who constantly affirms to themselves like, what I spend comes back to me double, right? And I have good karma with money, right? And every good I do returns to me doubled or amplified. That's kind of the energy that I'm getting with you. I feel like you tell yourself those affirmations, or it's like the way your brain is programmed, and it's in that type of way. It's not like you really you're really in tune with the universe. I'm getting here as well, and you again here with this child, it's like you guys, I feel like, are on the way to make your dream, like your childhood dream, possible here, okay? But I really feel like you have such a wealthy mindset, you have such a positive mindset, and you have the mindset that attracts blessings. And we can all have this kind of mindset, but some of us, again, in our childhood especially, get programmed into thinking like this is the real world, this is reality, this is how it goes here. When you guys really were um, good at blocking that out and reprogramming your brain in the way of thinking that you can attract and you can do whatever you want to do. And guess what, guys? That's exactly what you're going to do, okay? You also have celebrate differences. So I really feel like I'm getting that you're kind of choosing a different path for yourself from the people around you, or like from your family. It's like um I'm hearing you're going to, I feel like you're okay, this is what I'm getting here with the Four of Pentacles. I feel like your past generation of family have very, like, I want to say fearful relationship with money. Like, maybe you don't come from a lot of money in a very wealthy family where it was kind of instilled in you that you can't spend money on yourself, or you can't spend money on things that make you happy because you need to buy food, you need to pay the bills, right? And many families deal with that. But you, pal number three, I really see that changing for yourself and for your family. I really feel like you are again breaking like with the Wheel of Fortune, you're breaking like a family stigma, you're breaking like a family karma here, and it's kind of the energy like you're going to be the first millionaire of your family. You're going to be like the first person who has made it from your family. I feel like you are going to be very successful because you always trusted your own thoughts, right? You always trusted yourself that you can do it. And you're the type of person who really like goes after what they want, right? So it's like you guys are really going to break here some kind of um generational karma or stigma here, especially regarding money and success. I really feel like your direction of life is very different from your family. And there might have been some arguments also with your family here because of this, like because you wanted to take a risk in your life, because you wanted to take a different direction. Maybe you didn't want to pursue school, or you didn't want to pursue a certain job here or something like that. Um, I really feel like you guys are breaking like off the trails from your past generations here is what I'm getting, okay? Especially here, we had the card of like protest, start a revolution. So I really feel like you guys are starting a revolution for your family. It's like you're breaking off those old ways. You're breaking off the same mistakes that your family made. It's like you're learning from the mistakes of your family. Wow. Very powerful energy from you, pal number three. Let's take a look at your other cards here. Oh my god, I've been talking already for so long. Day and night. I really feel like you guys work day and night here. You're again very dedicated to your work. You're a really hardworking person. You work day and night. You're constantly thinking about how you're gonna do this, and then you have bloom. So it's gonna happen for you guys, right? I really feel like you guys are going to achieve whatever you are working here towards and whatever you're putting so much effort into, because I really feel like you guys are a hardworking person. And again, you're so like, if you want to do something, you're the type of person to be again like, how do I start from zero? Okay, this is the first step. What do we do next? What do we do now? What do we do now? Right? Right? And that's, you have like such a like go, like hustler, go getter type of energy, right? Really beautiful here, pile number three. You also have shapeshifter. Oh my god, it's like you guys can create whatever you want. That's like what makes you such a badass. It's like you can create, you can do whatever you want. You're such a shapeshifter. You know how the reality works, how manifesting works. You're really good at manifesting. You're really good at creating your own reality. It's like something about your brain program, like the way that you have programmed your brain. It's in such a powerful way that you can really shift your reality to whichever way you want. I feel like a lot of you have mastered manifesting, okay? You're really, really good at manifesting. And again, with Shapeshifter, you do whatever you want, you make it happen some kind of way. And people are like surprised by it. Wow. And you have dreams. So again, you guys are a dreamer. Like you really have faith that you here on this earth, there's no limits to your dreams, that you can achieve whatever you want. And you guys are going to do it. I'm telling you, you are achieving your childhood dream. That's what makes you such a badass. It's like you're gonna go to your family and to your friends and whoever doubted you before, and you're gonna be like, see, I did it. Here you go. Here's the proof. I did it. I really feel like you guys are breaking years and years of generational karma and stigma and mistakes, and you're kind of like building an empire, right? You're making also so much wealth that will last generations. You're building your own castle. Beautiful, pile number 3. I love your energy. And for your last two cards here, you have I care for the earth, and you have I am open to love in various forms. Okay, so I really feel like you guys, I'm getting you're very compassionate towards animals, or towards like you might be like vegetarian, a vegan, um you might be like a animal activist. Like I feel like you hold a special, I don't know why I got this energy from you. It's like you hold a very special place in your heart, especially here with the wolf or the dog. It's like you hold a very special place in your heart for animals. You find it's like you trust animals more than people. I feel like Paul number 3. And you also might be like into eating healthier, or maybe not using plastic, or finding ways to reduce plastic, right? I overall feel like you're a very compassionate person, but when you need to be strict, you're very strict, is what I'm getting here. Or with other people, it's like you you're very caring, and also I'm hearing you're very charismatic as well. But it's like you won't let other people's opinions influence you, if you know what I mean. I hope that message is coming across well there. So um beautiful energy, pile number 3. I seriously love your reading. It's like you are really building here like some kind of empire, some kind of childhood dream of yours, your biggest childhood dream. You're making it happen because you have the dedication, the mindset, you have everything that you need to do. And again, mainly you're breaking some kind of generational karma and stigma here with the Wheel of Fortune. Is like you're doing something right compared to your previous generations. And you're very hardworking. You're such a big dreamer, pile number 3. So you will achieve this big dream of yours. I just want you to know that. So I loved your reading. I hope that this resonated with you. If it didn't, please leave a like and a comment. And I hope to see you guys in my next reading. Bye, guys.